Hello everyone, welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. I'm your founder and host, Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yagu. We are your one-stop news show for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, and entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we are also amplifying voices from those respective fields and having their result here on the Impact Play. You can join us when we record the show live over at twitch.tv/the Impact Play and by clicking on the notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live. Later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform, and simply search for the Impact Play. However, consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm/thebackplay/support or via Patreon. Server codes and above get the show ad free. Go to codes and above, have exclusive access not only to post show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience plus early access and so much more. Learn more and become a Patreon supporter today at patreon.com/thebackplay. Review by using our Epic creator code at Epic We are Epic partners, so every purchase you make within the Epic store when you use that creator code, we do get a commission and a slight kickback that will support the show for the elevators and no extra cost to you. Once again, the creator code is the Epic. It is all one word and it is not case sensitive. So this is episode 172. On the agenda, we have a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Nintendo Direct, Hyena, a new shooter from Sega and Creative Assembly. From Software is recruiting for several new projects. Fall Guys has reached 20 million players. Miniclip has acquired Subway Surface creator Cybo. A crypto phone is in development. Everything we know about the Nothing phone. eBay is now part of the NFT marketplace. A Stranger Things spin-off could be in the works. Power On, the story of Xbox won an Emmy. 2022 NBA drafts. The winners at the 2022 Premios to Musico Urbano. Kid Cudi's To the Moon Tour. New and upcoming music from Taylor Swift, Chris Brown, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg. Plus the top stories of the week. This episode of The Play is sponsored by Anchor. However, me and the team will tell you about that later. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing, what I'm enjoying, what we have been up to. So I got to play Destiny 2. I was able to play, I think it's the Vanguard, some PvE content I never dabbled with. But it was a minute. Like I was playing with a matchmaked squad. And then literally throughout, I guess, the middle of it, they just abandoned me. Like literally, so I was just playing the main, I guess, story but on my own. But I was able to finish it within like 40 minutes. But it was hard. I was constantly dying, constantly killing enemies. Like literally, it was a constant circle. I was able to finally complete it. But there's a whole lot of content I never thought was there. Literally, even though I've been on and off it for a while now. But I did I've been hopping back into Genshin Impact on my phone, but I want to hop in onto the console, which will give me a better experience. But for some reason, I'm not getting that verification code from the folks over at MyHio. I'm assuming that's the name. But yeah, the best game of the month is still Bugsnax and the Isle of Snacks. But I am currently at the last, literally the last portion of the new DLC, the Island of Snacks, which hopefully I'll be able to stream it by tomorrow, and hopefully complete it then. Live on stream, so be on the lookout for that coming your way. But show-wise, I'm close to completing season 3 of Stranger Things, which will do a spoiler cast as well. But yeah, so I guess we'll hop into the news, folks, and we got some housekeeping for you guys first. But before we do, this episode is sponsored by Anchor. So sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. And even if you have Amazon Prime, you get access to 2 credits. And it's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/TheImpactPlay to sign up. Again, that URL is audibletrial.com/TheImpactPlay. Alrighty, folks, it's time for your housekeeping. So we've been uploading a huge amount of content over on youtube.com/THEIMPACTPLAY. So we've been doing reacts. We have some spoiler casts for Ms. Marvel, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and even more coming your way for the latest episodes of those corresponding shows. We did do a co-stream for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for the Nintendo Direct, which Divide is, if you guys missed that, Divide is out now on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out. Which it is part of our news story as well. Everything that was announced there. That's about it on that side of things. Yep, that's about it, folks. For housekeeping. Actually, no, not yeah. So our Twitter followers goal is 500 followers. We are about 300 followers shy away from that goal. So I know we can achieve this together as a community. Simply follow us, lurk if you must, and share the stream everywhere, whether it be Twitter, Facebook groups, or what have you. Help us achieve that goal. It would mean a lot to us. Alright, folks, so we're going to start with your gaming play. So, like I said previously, there was a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Nintendo presentation about 4 days ago. So we have the news roundup coming from Nintendo directly as well. So, in a new Xenoblade Chronicles 3 direct video presentation, Nintendo unveiled nearly 25 minutes of new footage featuring monstrous foes, intriguing personalities, and sweeping locales from the upcoming game. The Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches for the Nintendo Switch family of systems on July 29th. But you could catch an early glimpse of the chain of events that sends Noah, Mio, and fellow soldiers on a ground journey of faith. So as the latest entry in the critical acclaimed role-playing series, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 connects the future of the two previous mainline Xenoblade Chronicles games. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 can also serve as an entry point for anyone looking to become engrossed in an immersive RPG world with dynamic characters and a rich narrative and epic scope. So, in Ionis, the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, there are two opposing nations. We have Kavis and Agnes, whose soldiers fight every day with their lives on the line. 6 soldiers hailing from both these warring nations are tasked to take part in a special mission. Can these characters, once filled with mutual hatred, find a path that lets them all live? In this spellbinding tale, you'll get to journey with these fate-defying hopefuls to learn the truth of their world. So we have a vast open world that you're able to explore. I don't know if it's going to be linear or closed or what have you. And there are new gimmick mechanics that were introduced, such as fusion, defusion, changed fusion, upgrades, and what have you, classes, which is a whole lot of content coming your way if you guys aren't interested. You can recruit heroes to your party as well. And you also have an expansion pass, though it's available to pre-order now for $29.99. So you have a whole bunch of content that once you get that pass, that will, I guess, come to you during the end of 2023. So I think you have 4 pieces of content coming out on a quarterly basis. And the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is compatible with amiibo accessories as well. And you can also tap the Shulk amiibo to change the character's sword to appear as the Monado. If you guys are interested. And for the expansion pass, you have 4 waves of content. As I said, you have the first release coming July 29th, which will have a collection of handful items and color variations for existing outfits. The DLC Wave 2, which will be releasing New Year's Eve of this year. It'll include a challenge battle mode against difficult enemies, a new hero character and accompanying quests, as well as a new character outfits. For the Wave 3, it'll be coming out April 30th of next year. It'll have a challenge battle mode against difficult enemies, a new hero character and accompanying quest, plus a new character outfit, it's plural. And the last wave will be releasing New Year's Eve of next year. That will have a new original story scenarios. So, and stay tuned for additional details regarding additional DLC waves. So that's all we have for you folks in regards to that. So moving on. We have Sega and Creative Assembly have announced Hyenas, which is a new PvE VP shooter from the team behind Alien Isolation and Halo Wars 2, coming over from Matt Purslow from IGN. Set in a future where billions have colonized Mars and made Earth inhospitable, Hyenas is a fast-paced multiplayer FPS that casts players as anti-hero pirates. Pirates? Whoa, that's a new one. Stealing from the mega rich. Each match can host 15 players split up to 5 teams of 3. And those teams compete to steal treasures from a spaceship and escape with the biggest pile of loot. It sounds a little like Hunt Showdown, but with the click and speedy sensibilities of Apex Legends. Further complication, things are an AI-controlled security force that defends the vaults containing the treasures you seek, known as the MFPF or Morphs. These guards will fight anyone trying to steal from the billionaires. Each match is set aboard a fighter ship spaceship. So we have no details on characters, but each fall into of 3 categories. You have engage, evade, and exploit. You have characters that are focused on action, evasion, and nimble movement. And you also have exploit characters, such as hackers and support. So we have no release date, but there's the playable alpha that is planned, and then you can sign up at playhyenas.com. Again, that's PLAYHYENAS. If you guys are interested, it'll be available on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, via Steam, and the Epic Game Store. And I'll put that in chat as well. Let me just find that URL. I literally just saw it. Here it is. For anyone interested. Okay, so now we have some new DLC that is come to Cuphead via IGN. It says IGN staff, but I guess it's a multitude of writers. But nonetheless, let's get into this. I guess that's it. Literally, that's all it says. Literally, it has nothing new. It adds stuff from other games besides the main headliner of the article, which is weird. Alright, but nonetheless, Fall Guys has reached 20 million players in the first 40 hours by being released free to all. Alright, so we have a mini clip that is in the newsworks coming over from VentureBeat. Miniclip has agreed to acquire Cybo, which is the creator of the Smash mobile gaming hit Subway Surfers. But it's huge. So that's literally it for that portion. We have Microsoft that has confirmed there is an Xbox controller shortage in Europe, on the other side of the world, coming from GameSpot. After reports appearing online of people being unable to purchase an Xbox Series X S controllers in Europe, Microsoft now confirmed there is a shortage. Speaking to Video Games Chronicle, the company has confirmed that supply disruptions are currently affecting stock, with a large number of big retailers completely sold out. So that's literally the gist of it. We have, lastly, an article coming from GameSpot via Jessica Howard. Shortly after Activision Blizzard shareholders voted to approve a report looking into the company's anti-harassment efforts, the members also voted to approve its list of board of directors nominees, a list of which includes current CEO Bobby Kotick, according to a document filed on June 21st. Nearly 534 million shareholders voted in favor of the proposed board of directors, while only 62.5 million opposed the motion and 2 million abstained. So, as if he remains CEO of Activision Blizzard once the acquisition goes through, has yet to be seen. Alright, so we're done with that side of things, folks. Now we're going to move on to tech. So the creators of Facebook and Instagram won't have to share a cut of the revenue. Creators of on Instagram and Facebook won't have to share a cut of the revenue with the platforms until 2024. Meta previously said it would hold off on revenue sharing until 2023. In a post, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced a slew of monetization updates for Facebook and Instagram, including the news of the revenue sharing extension. Creators make money on the platforms through fan subscriptions, paid events, badges, and other methods. And the companies are adding more and more ways for creators to make money in an attempt to lure them away from platforms such as TikTok. So that's on that front. Let's see. Speaking of Meta, Meta says its ultimate goal with its VR soft hardware is making a comfortable, compact headset with visually finality that's indistinguishable from reality. Today, the company, as of this article coming from Road to VR, revealed its latest VR headset prototypes, which says represents a step towards that goal. So apparently there's 4 challenges they're trying to overcome. Verifocal, which is the ability to focus on arbitrary depths of the virtual scene, with both the essential focus functions of the eye, and you have distortion, which is lens inherently distort the light that passes through them, often creating artifact-like color separation and pupil swim that make the existence of the lens obvious. And 3, we have retina resolution, having enough resolution in the display to meet or exceed the resolving power of the human eye. You have HDR, which is also known as high dynamic range, which describes the range of darkness and brightness that we experience in the real world. So that's the highlight for that. And now we have eBay is now an established NFT marketplace, coming over from Omar Shakir, coming from The Verge. So eBay made its biggest move into the world of digital collectibles with news of the company acquiring NFT marketplace Known Origin. The online auction company is keeping lips sealed on the deal's value, but confirmed in the press release that the deal is closed as of June 21st. So this partnership will, quote unquote, help us to chart a new wave of NFT creators and collectors. Known Origins co-founder David Moore. So that's a huge thing for eBay, because they've been in the selling and buying marketplace for years. Now with the Web 3.0 initiative that they're taking, this is gonna take it to a whole nother level. So let's see. We have Apple has barely. So I guess the Apple has quietly released one of the most impressible AR room mapping tools coming from RotoVR. So it's for mobile. So it's called the Room Plan, which is the AR, which is an AR Kift Swift API that uses the camera LiDAR scanner on recent iPhones and iPads to create a 3D floor plan of a room, including key characteristics such as dimensions and types of furniture. It's not available for consumers just yet, but Apple says it's aiming, quote unquote, aiming to appeal to professionals like architects and interior designers for conceptual exploration and planning, as well as the developers of real estate, e-commerce, or hospitality apps. And developers can integrate room plan directly into the AR capable apps. All right, moving on. Several major games and technology firms have come together to form the Metaverse Standards Forum, a new group dedicated to setting standards for this growing space. Announced on Monday, the Metaverse Standards Forum model itself on other standard developing organizations such as the Worldwide Web Consortium, the Open AR Cloud, and the Kronos Group, a consortium dedicated to establishing interoperability centers for 3D graphics. All three of these groups, as well as the Open Geospatial Consortium and Web 3D Consortium, are involved in the forum. From the gaming space, we have members that include Sony Interactive Entertainment, Microsoft, Epic Games, Unity, Meta, and NVIDIA. And Reuters does note that neither Roblox or Niantic are currently on board. So the companies that are already involved in this initiative are Adobe, Autodesk, HTC, Hawaii, Qualcomm, and IKEA. So I guess this is all we have, just like an announcement coming from GamesIndustry.biz. Hopefully we'll get something more concrete later on. And we have HTC's Compact VR headset, which is the Vive Flow, is targeted at travelers and consumers looking for casual VR experiences and media consumption. The company has announced a marketing has announced a business edition of the Vive Flow alongside an optical controller, which should make navigating the headset a bit easier. So the business edition is available for $4.99 on the company's website, if you're interested. And HTC did say that it's working on iPhone support as well. Thank you, RotoVR, for that. Speaking of HTC, so we have Viverse, which is HTC Metaverse platform, announced a strategic alliance with Zombie Club, which is an NFT brand co-founded by Sean Yu to provide a brand new Web 3.0 metaverse experience and launch the Awaken, a metaverse NFT exhibition. Both parties in the alliance will work together to release more projects. In addition, the exclusive NFT Zombie Pod Genesis. So from June 11th to July 10th, people worldwide will be able to access Awaken for free from the Viverse portal. Which I'll share with you guys on in chat as well. I'll share the URL. Okay. So next we have Tesla that was partnering up with California Utility on a virtual power plant. Coming from The Verge, Tesla California Utility PG&E launched a new program that will pay eligible Powerwall owners to send extra electricity to the grid when it's vulnerable to blackouts. Working together, the Powerwalls create a virtual power plant that can help keep the lights on during emergencies or energy shortages. By signing up, Powerwall owners will receive $2 for every additional kilowatt hour they feed to the grid during designated events. When the grid is under a lot of stress, that includes any time the California grid operator, CAISO, issues an emergency alert, warning, or emergency. Tesla started a similar beta program with PG&E and a couple other utilities back in July. But that was a voluntary program with no payouts. Alright, so that's it on that front. Now we're going to go into the Nothing phone, coming over from Digital Trends. So it was officially announced during a live stream, in which the company CEO, Carl Pei, revealed his ambitions for the smartphone. Nothing has been pretty tight-lipped about when it comes to specs. However, we have a handful of credible leaks that suggest the device could be on par with what's to come, which I'll show you this in a momentarily. So for all you audio-only listeners, if you're coming back to check out the VOD later on YouTube.com or even on Spotify, you're definitely missing out. Okay, there you are, folks. Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 chip. Apparently. Here's the phone. And apparently, it won't be launched in the US or Canada. At the moment. So that's all we have for you folks. Regards to that. And now we're gonna get into this other phone, this crypto phone coming from Solana. Coming from the bridge as well. The phone previously known as the Osam OV1, built by a team consisting of former engineers and designers from Essential, is being renamed and repurposed, and it's all in the name of crypto, which is the Saga, made in collaboration with Osam. It's apparently priced at $1,000 and pre-orders are open, which $100 deposit is required. And it will ship apparently the first quarter of 2023. It will have a 6.67 inch 120Hz OLED display, 512 gigs of storage, 12 gigs of RAM, be powered by Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 chip, and a 50 megapixel primary camera plus a 12 megapixel ultra wide shooter. But more than that, it's meant to help crypto quote unquote go mobile. Alright, so that's it on that front. Now we're going to move on to entertainment, folks. So, Marvel Studios is coming back to Comic-Con. Coming over from Gizmodo. Comic-Con is looming on the horizon. It typically means some big name announcements come courtesy of Hall H, I mean. It's definitely been a few years since Marvel Studios had a panel to themselves. But Kevin Feige has confirmed that the massive superhero franchise would be coming back to Hall H for the first time in 3 years. So I guess we'll find out later on what's coming to San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Alright, so now Stranger Things. We have a new trailer for Season 4 Part 2 that did release. So apparently we're getting a split release for Season 4. We have the first 7 episodes were released this May 27th. The last 2 are slated for July 1st. And after that, an intense cliffhanger in episode 7 Let's see, the trailer. So we're not gonna get into spoilers, of course. So yeah, so season 4, volume 2 arrives July 1st. Alright, speaking of Stranger Things, we might be getting a spin-off coming from Entertainment Weekly. In a new interview with Variety, series creators Matt and Ross Duffer teased a bit about what audience might expect from their Secret of Stranger Things spin-off project, which has been formally announced or confirmed by Netflix. Asked if they would wait until the fifth and final season of Stranger Things was complete to work on the yet untitled project, they said they probably would. There's a version of it developing in parallel to season 5, but they would never shoot it parallel, Ross confirmed. I think they're actually going to start delving into that as soon as we're winding down and finishing these visual effects. We may get an announcement shortly after season 5. So I guess season 5 has been announced, so I guess maybe after season 4, so we'll see. And a documentary series that details the history of the Xbox console has been awarded a Daytime Emmy. Power on the story of the Xbox, produced by 10100, shares stories from pivotal moments of the console's 20-year lifespan, from the design of the first ever prototype to the conception of Xbox Live and Game Pass. So it's part of a 6-part series that did win. So include a best score soundtrack category to honor music and games. So thank you, Game History, for that. And congratulations to the team at Xbox. So now we're going to move on to the sports play, folks. And we have the NBA draft the first one's coming from CBS Sports. So it did take place this coming June 23rd, which we have free agency that begins June 30th. And the Summer League in Las Vegas, of course, from July 7th to July 17th. So those are your key dates. Speaking of the draft itself, we have the winners and losers coming over from ESPN. With the number 1 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic selected Duke forward Paolo Banchero. The move came as nothing as a surprise, given that Banchero never met with the Magic, and the consensus around the league was that Urban's Jabari Smith Jr. would be headed to Orlando. Instead, it was Banchero who heard his name called first. Gonzaga center Chet Holmgren went number 2 to the Oklahoma City Thunder, while the Houston Rockets took Smith with the number 3 pick. The Sacramento Kings drafted Iowa forward Regan Murray at number 4, and the Detroit Pistons rounded up the top 5 by selecting Purdue guard Jaden Ivan. So that's it for that. Now we're done with sports. We're going to move on to music, folks. Alright, so Kelly Clarkson did win 2 more daytime Emmys on Friday for Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show and an Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show host. In the 3 seasons that her popular daytime talk show host has been on the air, Clarkson has won 5 total daytime Emmys by comparison. She has won 3 Grammys in her earlier career. I guess in her entire career. Thank you, Billboard, for that. We have Karol G. Actually, let's see. Let's get into the article in its entirety. So, coming from Billboard as well. Honoring the growing urban movement that is dominating around the world, a wave of artists such as Lunay, Neo Garcia, Mario Becerra, and Milky Woods came together to the 2022 Premios to Música Urbana on Thursday. The ceremony's third edition, which took place at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico and was broadcast live for the first time on Telemundo, awarded artists in 34 categories, including the special Premio de la Dedicación to Farruko and Primero de Contribución to Victor Manuel. Sorry, my Spanish is the greatest. The Bad Bunny, Raw, Alejandro and J Balvin led the nominations with 12, 11, and 10 nods respectively. It was Karol G who was the night's big winner, sweeping 9 awards, including Artist of the Year, Top Social Artist, Tour of the Year, and Collab of the Year, with Becky G's assistant Miami. Daddy Yankee's legendary fades Inter Shibuya La Mafia and Carol's KG0516 were named All Album of the Year in their respective categories. Other notable winners include Bad Bunny as Composer of the Year, J Balvin and Maria Becerra's Que Mas Pues as Song of the Year, and Bizarrap as Top Music Producer. And now we have the 2022 Stellar Gospel Music Awards coming from Billboard. So CeCe Winans is the top nominee that had 9 nods, including Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Albertina Walker Female Artist of the Year. So the 37th Stellar Gospel Awards will return to Atlanta for a live taped ceremony on July 16th at the Cobb Energy Performance Arts Center. So Stellar Award-winning artist Jacqueline Carr and Sierra Shard will co-host the show that will air on BET Her, and BET International in August, and will be syndicated in various local markets across the U.S. between August 13th and September 11th. So now we have the semifinals for the Fan Army Face-Off of 2022 from Billboard's directly. So when it started, 64 artist fan armies entered the battle to find out whose fan base is strongest. Now, 16 fiercely devoted fan armies remain for the semifinals, which began Tuesday, June 21st, and will continue until Tuesday, June 28th. And after that, the battle for the final 4 will begin. After round 2, the fan armies for the following artists have emerged victorious: Adele, BTS, Camila Cabello, Coldplay, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish. We have Ariana Grande, Dua Lipa, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, CB1917, Ed Sheeran, Stray Kids, Taylor Swift, and Tomorrow together. And now we have Kid Cudi that announced dates for the 2022 To the Moon World Tour coming from Billboard. It'll be a 27-city jaunt will take place across North America, Asia, and Europe, beginning August 16th at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, through November 22nd in Milan, Italy. And we have Lil Baby that will be crowned ACCAP Songwriter of the Year for the second year in a row at the 35th annual SCAP Rhythm and Music Soul Awards, which are set to take place, which already took place actually. It took place June 21st to the 24th. And Sony Music Publishing won the ASAP Rhythm and Soul and Publisher of the Year award. The Gospel Song of the Year went to co-writers Jonta Austin and Jeremy Tribishton. Hicks for Speak to Me. Alright, so we have new music from Beyonce. So Run Socks, she did release that song of it. Okay, so let's see. Alright. So Break My Soul is out now, if you guys are interested. And we have new music coming from. We had a lot of heavy hitters releasing brand new music this week, from Taylor Swift to Lil Nas X. So let's start with Taylor Swift. She dropped her haunting original song, Carolina, which was written for the upcoming film adaptation of the beloved Where the Crawdads Sing. We have Lil Nas X that released his new song, Late to the Party, featuring Young Boy Never Broke Again. And then we have Charlie Puth with Jung Luke for Left and Right, Luke Combs Growing Up, G. Vion Give or Take, and Conan Gray Super Ratch. And now we have a collaboration coming from Eminem and Snoop Dogg that came months after Eminem and Snoop Dogg shared the stage at the Super Bowl halftime show. So it already dropped June 24th from the D2, the LBC. And we have Chris Brown that is released in also Atlanta, I guess, for his upcoming. Let's see. Let's get into this. So we have his 10th studio album that is available actually. His Breezy album, which includes 24 songs, including new collabs with Possessive featuring Lil Wayne and Blue, Sex and Memories featuring Alamai, Need You Right Here featuring Bryson Tyler, Closure featuring Her, and Psychic featuring Jack Harlow. And then we have other collabs including Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and Tory Lanez, and more. And we have a new collab coming from Usher and City Girls in Good Love. So let's see. I believe. Oh no, it'll be dropping July 1st. Let's see. We have a new album coming from Megan Trainor. Let's see. And apparently set to drop October 21st. Taking it back. We have DJ Khaled. That is teasing a Drake collab ahead of his new album. Mm-hmm. That's about it. It only shows out the work that they're collabing together. And we have Blackpink that could be Blackpink's Jennie appear that could be appearing on the weekend's HBO show The Idol, which I didn't know was a thing. According to a June 17th report from South Korea's TV Daily, Jennie has received an offer to appear in the weekend's highly anticipated HBO series The Idol. Nothing is official just yet, but it's reported that Jennie is currently discussing the possibility. So next we have the BET Awards that is taking place later on tonight on at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll definitely have that on our next episode of the show as well. And lastly, the top 5 out of the Billboard's Top Hot 100 chart. We have number 1 as was by Harry Styles. Number 2, Jack Harlow in First Class. Number 3, Wait For You by Future featuring Drake and Thames. And number 4, we have Lizzo in About Damn Time. And number 5, Running Up That Hill, A Deal With God by Kate Bush. So thank you guys. If you guys are interested in sending us free email, here's how you can contact us. If you want to send us agreement on a Discord server, you can send us on a Discord server by leaving a voice note over Anchor.fm /THEIMPACTPLAY, or even by sending us an email to agreement@THEIMPACTPLAY.com. So send us your thoughts, feedback, any questions you may have for us, and it may even be featured on a future episode, or even a special readable segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making us a part of your day. We should join our community server over on Discord. Should enter our exclamation Discord and chat now. Guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on Twitch and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends and family. Lurk if you must. Lurk when we go live. We'll be doing live playthroughs, live co-streams, and every now and then. So whenever we have a co-stream, we'll be doing that on Twitch directly, and even our live playthroughs as well. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you guys so much. So leave us a review. You're already on your favorite platform. For all of you Golden Cruise and above, I'll see you on Patreon. For everyone else, I'll see you on the next one.